Hey guys, it's me. It's probably been 6 months since I did a channel update. So I am in my apartment, which I am moving again. So shocker, I've been at this place for probably 5 months. I'm gonna be out of here in a month. So first of all, I got some things to announce. One, I had a SD card die, eventually, for one of my cameras, so hopefully I got the footage on my phone. Another thing, I had a not SD, yes, SD card and SD, SSD fail on my computer. And also, I might be redoing the Fallout and Starfield with some more mods, and I will be having my own collection for them done. First of all, I'm paying my own electrical bill now and stuff. I didn't pay that before when I was living with my parents. They had solar, so I was kind of spoiled, probably. Anyways, I been here for about 5 months. I never recorded the move-in and stuff. Obviously it was too stressful. I also when I did my computer upgrade, I was so stupid that I had all my recording files on OneDrive, which was a idiot move. And fortunately, I got 3 drives on the computer now. But anyways, I'm gonna be in walking distance of a couple stores and stuff, which would be nice. I can't drive, unless you guys know. I don't have a driver's license, so I never went to driver's ed, unfortunately, when I was in school. Which I probably still get it, but I don't think I'm ready for it. Also, I'm tired. Long day. So, I probably got at least 2 weeks left in this place and stuff, so that's gonna be a lot for me to deal with. So by the time this video goes out, I'm probably gonna be in a new place. So probably expect delays and stuff. But anyways, I'm gonna roll the clip for you guys, so that way you guys can see my place. I'm not gonna be here for very long, so I will probably hold on to the footage right away. So yeah, so I will be right back and I will shoot the footage. Okay, I apologize, but one of my SD cards is completely dead. So here I am in the main living room right now. So there's my computer, and I have my TV right here. It was set up quite different, and here's the rabbit, which she is also moving tomorrow because we might be spraying blood spray in here, so we don't want her to be here. First of all, sorry about the soda cans. I'm actually collecting cans for scrap and stuff for money. Those will be gone soon, so I'm still doing my dishes. Yeah, so that's my fault. There's my air fryer. So I do go to the food pantry sometimes, and that does help. Storage area. I have a large storage area for most of my stuff, and also here's the bathroom. Pretty small, but it's fine. Here's the 3D printer room. I got my own paper printer in here. which I got from someone who someone actually bought for me when I moved out. So here's my large 3D printer, which is still not operational. It's just kind of collected dust. And then here is the smaller Ender printer, which I eventually I only had the only one that's actually working. A lot of this stuff is going to be moved. So here's another storage area. I got some nylon filament up here, which had some nylon nets in it before. I hadn't printed with that in a while, so here is some storage, and here is a dark gate that I had before. Now, there is another storage area, which I do use quite a bit. In the bedroom, this is my biggest complaint is since this is on the side where the sun is, and if you're wondering what that noise is, that is actually a vent fan that I have in here that I took from my old place. I had that downstairs in the basement, and I moved it over here, so I should get a lot more airflow and it should cool my room off a lot faster. I do have the remote for it. I'm probably going to change my setup once I move again. I'm not sure what. There's the weather radio, and I still haven't made my bed because I just got some more pants, shorts in the mail. And then there is one more area, which I will pause the video for a minute. Okay, so here is my storage locker, which I have at the apartment, which I have a couple boxes up here, Spectrum modem, currently only pay for the gigabit right now. Down the road I will want to get a better router because the Spectrum router is kind of shitty. And then I have a bunch of packaging for eBay stuff. I did do a little bit of eBay stuff, selling some stuff. I sold a little bit of stuff before I moved, after I moved and stuff, and got rid of some stuff. So, all right, someone else is talking right now. Okay, so I did the chauffeur. So, firstly, also, this building is actually on the second floor apartment. So, where my bedroom is right in the path of tornadoes and stuff. My new apartment will have, my bedroom will actually be in the buried underground. Now, when I was at my parents' home, I lived 2 floors up. Path of tornadoes, so sometimes I didn't get the alerts right away when that was a really bad habit. Now these days I have a weather radio in my bedroom, and I actually do have weather alerts on my phone and stuff, and displays where our dryer and washer are, which keep in mind I need quarters for, so I need to go to Regions, which is where my parents' home is. I won't have to do that in my new place because I have my own dryer, and my own washer, and my own dishwasher, and my own garbage disposer, which I don't have here right now. Now, that is on the bottom floor, 1 floor below me. Unfortunately, it's nearly storm season. It's almost winter already, so it's just storm season is done for this year. I won't have to deal with storms very much anymore. I've been through a few tornadoes, and they're not very fun. And also, yeah, so definitely, um, definitely my experience from tornadoes here it definitely ruined my sleep. It probably takes me about 3 days to um, get back to normal and recover. And hopefully that's going to be easier for me in the future and stuff because I can just sleep in my bed and not worry about it. That's one problem. I used to go to bed so early and we get tornado warnings and they come out of nowhere and stuff like that and just like crazy. Um, so yeah. Oh, I forgot something. I got a UPS for my computer. I didn't have that before. Um, that was kind of helpful. Most of my electronics are on UPSs and stuff. There are small little power shortages that go around once in a while, which do kind of mess things up. Um, Gives me a little bit more time to shut down my computer, so it's kind of nice. Um, yeah, so. Yeah, so firstly, my rabbit tomorrow is going back to my parents' home because we're gonna be spraying bug killer in the home. So I probably got less than a month to until I move. Frankly, that's a medicine for my food and medicine. I need to do that. So, um, in terms of plans after I move, first of all, I'm gonna be building a NAS, but that's probably gonna be in a year and a half. Course reset stuff up is gonna be a pain. Yeah, it's been a long day. I'm kind of tired, um, so I probably get some sleep now. I probably need it. I'm It's gonna be a lot for packing and moving and stuff. It's gonna be a lot on me and stuff like that. Um, I probably will not be posting for maybe for probably 2 months after this video because I need to set things up. It's gonna get me, but this will probably be the last time I move. Um, and you guys will see the new place once I get the time to record because right now I am tired. I need just rest. I woke up around 1, so I've been up for a while. So sleep habits really really bad. I need to do better at that. And also I've been grinding Space Engineers and trying to get a video out for you guys and stuff like that. So that's taking a lot more time than I thought. Hi everybody, welcome to my new place. So first of all, um, I didn't keep the original couch. I got well, it's not new, sort of new, but used. So someone donated it to me when I first got in. It reclines. Second thing that happened to me when I first got in, I had no internet. Turns out some wire amber got to the coax cable for the charger cable. So they had to put a new line in. And I had a couple of network issues, which was caused by a 10 gig network card in my computer, which now I am using the Speedify app on my computer, so it switches over to a faster connection. When it detects if it's slow, another thing is I lost my vacuum and I ended up getting a robot vacuum for a housewarming present, which which is nice. It mops and it also vacuums. So yeah, that's a little backstory what happened. I was pretty shy of, so I didn't want to record me packing and stuff. I just got carried away packing. It's just hard to keep track of things and stuff. I think I've been here. I think this is my second month, and this is my first winter. So last place I was there for about 6 months. I'm trying to remember when I moved out. I probably moved out right around February. And fortunately, I also had if I remember right, I had a SSD. It didn't die on me, but it started malfunctioning, so I replaced it. And you guys should also know about the RAM going higher. I think I bought, before I started this channel, I bought 2 sticks of 32 gigabytes, 52 megahertz for about 150. And also, so things are more expensive now, so kind of interesting. But that's as far as I catch you guys up on. Alright, so here's where my computer is, and next door is the network. I think when I was first moving, I was more concerned about wiring connections and stuff. And don't worry about the mess. I'm getting a server rack for some of my equipment, and also to free up some RAM. And also I have a cat tree here, so there is a cat here, but it belongs to my mom. Her name is Phoenix. She spends like 2 days once in a while, so she hops houses once in a while. This is my rabbit Chip. So she's about 5 years old. So I got her right after my previous rabbit died, which eventually I never recorded. It was too much for me to, photos and memories and stuff. It's just too much for me to deal with. Alright, so here is the new couch. We got rid of the old couch and got, someone was donating this and was getting rid of it. So it does recline, it's electric. It does have USB ports for charging phones, but the USB ports don't work. I'm not really mad about it. It happens. I might jerry-rig another custom wiring setup just to charge my phone. And here is where we're halfway through. So this is like the dining room table. I didn't have a kitchen table before. So this was left over from the previous person. And that is actually from my parents' basement. So they made that for me. So, and of course up here, first thing that was changed right up here, it was a fluorescent light. I do have a dimmer that my dad replaced, and I replaced it another time. So we haven't been able to get the dim. I don't know how to spell that. And then if you're wondering what I'm washing right now, it's a wired grate for air fryer. It just bothers me, so I'm just trying to get it. So I'm trying to get that cleaned. Another thing I didn't have before is I didn't have a dishwasher. I just washed my plates myself. Now the nice thing is the microwave is above the stove, which I had my own microwave before. So I don't know in terms of like how much storage. I would say it's about a little bit more storage, but not about the same what I got. And then also when I first moved in, I had my dad install this Nest thermostat. So I got the 4th gen. I bought it right before I moved because I wanted all the home tech stuff. And first of all, let me turn on the light. So right away, I also bought a washable filter, which I'll look at it right now. It's not too bad, but I can actually throw that in the washer and dry it. And I also got a mop and a broom. So this air conditioner is also a little bit more noisier. Now for the bathroom, which is also where the washer machine and dryer are. So it's a washer machine. It is a little bit more smaller of like a wash load, so I have to do like a half load laundry. But I think is the I would say the dryer is about the same size. I wouldn't overload it. Another thing I installed was this moisture sensor. So whenever I'm taking a hot shower and it gets too, so I got rid of the dumb switch and got something smart. So when I get out the shower, it will turn on automatically, and it will keep this place nice and dry, which is really important. Okay, so we are starting off in the kitchen. First thing that was changed when I got here was there was a fluorescent light above me, which got replaced. Bad news is my dad and I bought a dimmer, and we can't get this light to dimmer. It doesn't bother me. I do have a dishwasher that has leaked, and so got a microwave above the oven. I had to get my own microwave the last time. Pardon me. Okay, I almost forgot these lights are actually on a separate switch. So there's a light up here. So that's what that switch down here. And I'm using it's like a plug hub or something. I do plan on switching that out down the road. I need to do that in the kitchen. That'd be nice because I got some devices I need to charge and stuff. Anyways, on to, this is probably the most area, and it does only have one light in here, but I do also have the windows and stuff. So all these storage racks are actually from, so I helped someone move out and they didn't need it anymore, so I just took them. And I have a full row of all my clothes in here. So now the weird thing for me is I have half of my clothes in one room and I have the other in the other room. So here's my 3D printers. I'm still trying to clean up in here. I'm definitely gonna have to work on, so I did plan on having a cat VR treadmill in here. It's probably gonna be a little bit bigger. But I won't have to run any wires from here because they have a mini PC. So it's like last thing. And then my bedroom, which is below ground, and I do find that it gets colder in here in the wintertime, so I have a heater blanket with someone got from, or someone just gave me. And I also got this robe light air tower, which is the smart tower, which I want to get another one for the living room because I don't have any other sources of air. And that's another tech stuff that I'm getting, which I should be happy about anyways. Okay, so first of all, let's talk about how I even got this place in the first place. So my parents were looking at this place when it was going on the market. So my parents bought this place, and then they were camping, and then it went for sale. So my parents bought the place, and now I'm paying them rent. So, um, so it was like I think the first move was for me was a little bit more difficult for me to deal with, and it I think electrical bills was definitely my first concern, um, because I was living with my parents and I wasn't paying the electrical bill. So and yeah, so I also have insurance now for this place just in case something breaks, which I didn't have before. Renter's insurance, um, which my dad was a member of. Another thing is, I don't know, since I moved, I'm gained like 30 pounds. So I'm gonna start working on that. So maybe that's where some of the VR stuff is coming from. Um, I haven't even hooked up my VR headset to this network yet. The network which I been using for less than 1 month, I should say. Um, but it's been good. I was paying for my first two. I don't know. Was it first 2 months I was on T-Mobile, and then I got on Spectrum for the faster speeds. Then I decided I was gonna buy a router because when I was hearing about my slowdowns and stuff, I thought it was Spectrum throttling me, but it was actually a card inside my computer, which was a big deal. Now, all my equipment is okay, so that's no big deal. Um, Now I have had a couple. I had a power outage for a few seconds or so. I did invest into a UPS. Matter of fact, I think I have how many UPSs do I have? One, two, three, four. Um, so when I get the server rack and once I get my network stuff figured out, then I will probably down the road upgrade to a larger UPS so that way, because for all my network stuff I'm using two UPSs, which is taking up two plugs and all. I don't like that. Um, I think I think I was more worried about my setup and stuff. Like I think when I first moved in, I didn't want a couch, but that's my mom made me. My mom made me do it. So it's crazy when you have family members coming over and you don't have a couch. I didn't think about that right away. I didn't want it right away. I actually didn't want to spend money on the couch, to be honest. But it's actually nice to lay down when I'm watching TV and stuff. I don't regret that. Um, One thing I really wish before I moved, I wish I didn't spend so much money, and I wish I would have saved. It's kind of hard when you're moving and stuff. So, of course, I bought hardware. Of course, for YouTube, I kind of need it. And also, I also want the high tech stuff, which is really hard to like. I still wanted to buy a new headset, but it just life got to get in the way, man. The VR treadmill is like that's sometime late end of the year, man. I can't like do that in like a month. It's now now I wanted to get into the VR treadmill mostly because of Skyrim and stuff, and maybe Fallout as well. Um, so I am also trying to lose some weight and stuff, and first I'm kind of bad at eating and stuff. I just have that bad habit. right around this time of holidays, put a little bit too much food. Uh, kind of a challenge.